A storm is approaching, and it looks like we're stepping into the dark side today because the main topic is cartoon villains. These aren't just any bad guys though, since we'll be taking a look at some of the most insane ones who are capable of absolute destruction. On that happy note, let's begin the video. There's no way I can make a video talking about amazing cartoon villains without mentioning everyone's favorite triangle Illuminati demon from Gravity Falls, Bill Cipher. He was hinted at ever since the beginning of the show, since he appeared at the end of the theme song, plus there were constant cameos of him hiding where he watched everyone and everything. Because Bill was the all-seeing eye, he was able to know where the people of Gravity Falls were at all times. He was pretty intimidating in the season 1 episode Dreamscapers when he was officially introduced, but his most villainous actions were by far seen in the Weirdmageddon trilogy. He finally had access to the real world, and he wanted to break the boundaries so he could rule everything. Bill opened the nightmare dimension so some messed up creatures enter reality and terrorize everything they can. Seriously, Bill is a messed up villain, but he's also one of those guys you just love watching. He has a nice sense of humor that's very morbid yet entertaining, and it's the perfect type of cartoon villain. In the Weirdmageddon trilogy, Bill talked about burning his home dimension entirely and then coming to Gravity Falls, which he probably planned to do the same thing to. He's a guy you don't want to mess with, especially thanks to his powers that let him ruin your life. He also, can apparently kill with the snap of his fingers as he holds Dipper and Mabel and then plays a game of eeny, meeny, miny, mo to see which one will meet their unfortunate end. I kinda want to see Bill versus Thanos because of this. One of the insanely scary cartoon villains is the Lich King, who definitely doesn't crack jokes as much as Bill. In fact, this guy is basically just pure evil in the world of Adventure Time because he just doesn't care about anyone around him. This show has a lot of mini villains that appear once or twice, but the Lich is probably the main antagonist throughout everything. This entry on the Adventure Time wiki describes him in such a devastating but true way, and it kinda makes you scared. The Lich is driven by a rather single-minded goal, to destroy all life. He appears to show little interest in anything that does not further his ambitions towards this dark end. He also has an apparent hatred for all living things, as Princess Bubblegum said that his only desire was to destroy life, and his wish to Prisma was for the extinction of all life. It has been said that he brings sadness everywhere he goes. Yeah, the Lich is just an insane villain who will do whatever it takes to kill.
Fall. You are alone, child. There is only darkness for you, and only death for your people.
One of the bigger examples comes from the episode literally just called The Lich, and it's not pretty. The episode involves Finn going on a quest with Billy the hero to save the world from the Lich. Billy was one of those characters who appeared in season 1 but still had an impact on Finn, so it was nice to see him again in season 4. But it turns out that this wasn't Billy. No, it was actually the Lich who killed Billy and took his skin. I kid you not when I say Adventure Time can get really dark, and this is one of the many examples. The whole super dark embodiment of evil thing is really scary, so let's move on and talk about a more lighthearted villain, Aku from Samurai Jack. Don't get me wrong, Aku is still the embodiment of evil and causes so many harsh events to happen in this show, but he does have a sense of humor at the same time. He's a really nice villain because he's strong with a lot of powers, although he will constantly make jokes and laugh about basically anything. Aku is the one who terrorized Jack's village as a kid, and the entire show is surrounding the battle between these two characters. It was always interesting to see how they challenged each other, mostly because Jack's a wild card and Aku is always surprised by what he could do. The amount of powers that this crazy demon has is just insane, whether it be shapeshifting or strengthening his body with ease. While he did laugh at stuff every now and then, seeing him in fights was terrifying at times because he legitimately could kill so much with the abilities he has. Finally, let's talk about Blackbeard from One Piece. He's one of the strongest men in the world and has constantly appeared throughout the story, getting ready to challenge Luffy but never being the main villain at the same time. Blackbeard is just really scary and has a ton of potential to be an incredible main enemy later on in the story of One Piece. Why? Because he has 2 Devil Fruit powers and both of them are incredibly powerful. It'll be hard to battle him since he's consistently survived so many deadly confrontations before, but we'll just have to see how that all plays out later on. Blackbeard is just a villain you probably shouldn't be around if you want to survive. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.